Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
It's alright, Paimon. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you...
Nahida, you're a natural at this. What you just said made Paimon...
By the way, there's some... Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting.
Goodness.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
Ну кто бы сомневался, блядь, блядь, сражаться придется именно мне, блядь. А ты так чисто поможешь ему. Он просто Нахида говорит, типа, что типа, сражаться самому. Сори.
I'm glad I can rely on
Не
you.
преуменьшай его. Там еще сыграет.
Я там видел по роликам, да, что он там прям разъебался.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
I've located where the false god is.
Ой, там сейчас набор,
Time is...
блядь, суммируем.
Вы сути.
Так, начните девушка, девочки. Красивый храм, кстати.
Ну это пиздец, короче, я был ебаный. Это все, что сказать.
Почему? Ой. Кого мы поставим? Конечно же, манку. Чтобы подпиздить. Кроме лучше поставим Райден.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place
Помощь,
The
брат.
sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered.
Ёбы.
The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
That's true. They
Ваня.
were already hiding one god, so...
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal.
Говно, залупа, хер успей, какая-то песня была.
But this
Мудила.
place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that...
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this
Челики, а можете
doctor is different from the
группироваться и
academia
помочь мне,
sages.
ёбки вы.
Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the
Спасибо,
experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a Gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about him and what he's... The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future... Ah, I see. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him.
Time to work.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
Let's end this quickly! I'll uproot you! This is it. Surrender!
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
Хоть какая обитель новая в чайнике
Что?
прикольная.
Что?
Все такое цветущее, девочки. Все, Настя, там просто нас все заебали тиммейты, Настя прям резкая, дерзкая. Такая, шо? Сразу в бой,
Это пиздец,
без
девочки.
презерватива.
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Нормально, если нормально.
Gather! Let's begin!
There is no escape!
Judgment is upon us! Guilty! Yes.
Блять, что делать?
Настя, я разрешаю тебе выпить то, что тебе больше хочется. Побаловать себя.
Знаю, что мне хочется. Я сижу реально как будто, знаешь, я прошла в магазин, где 3 миллиона 500 видов чая, и ты стоишь такой, типа, пиздец, что я хочу?
Ну выпей ты лучше чаю, потому что типа ты такого оставишь на это, на черный день.
Она, кстати, так и лежит у нас там, типа, мы сделали такую херню, типа, для, якобы для обуви, но там у нас еще было место, чтобы складировать обувь, всё. И теперь там вместо обуви короче, влезли значки из воды, там из минералки, боржоми, и там периодически появляются бутылки сладкой воды. Я бы на самом деле себе хотела бы есть вот классный типа кухня,
Frozen.
которая
Solidify!
Frostbite.
This is order! Nowhere to run!
Flash rock.
или там
Pay your dues, Worm.
I hear everything! Zuta!
Can't run from death.
очень красиво. Да, Пуся, ты тоже хочешь такую штучку? Я же согласна.
Все другую штучку хочет, девочки.
Авокадо.
Карандаш.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Даже если там на той стороне ластик.
Блять, их Эшка боится ко мне выйти.
One with the forest.
I'll put you on
Stabilize.
Let's move.
Illusion shattered.
Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul. He's taken.
Ой, что такое? Ой, блядь, когда это уже закончится?
Let's begin.
Shine down and
Let's
proud.
end this quickly. I will end
I'll uproot you. I will have order. Solidify. Yeah.
some quiet. Come at me.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shut.
Gather. This is order. Nowhere to run.
Вот тут система целая.
Май гад, я не играем. 5 на 4 Вот так. В прошлый раз я так осталась, блядь, в 5-м зоне.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion, or already completed.
Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a no—
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course Paimon—
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this. I feel not just nervous, but
Curious?
curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it, however, Only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So to me, fate is... That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now, at long last, I'm not just an... I will personally experience my own fate with you by my...
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks...
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like a god!
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation.
Hito wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place!
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War.
Паймон заткнули, девочки. Полное, блядь, заткнули.
Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Perish!
Finish! Insignificant pest!
There is no escape.
Solidify!
Churn! At my command, you shall fall. I hear everything. Perish! Keep up. Churn!
Gather!
Shine down.
Judgment is upon Your penance is due! Stay condemned!
My endless cycle begins!
Guilty!
Ебать, КГшка вот камни нахуй поднимает.
Gather! Surrender!
One with the forest. Kneel!
Stabilize!
Illusion shattered.
Burn to oblivion!
Solidify! Your sins weigh upon your soul!
Kneel!
Gather!
О, здорово.
There is no escape.
Enshroud!
Нормально.
Reality is pain!
Чё? Чего? Алло. Алло. Чего спросил?
Ты, сука, писячка была только что.
Меня, наверное.
Я на узке отряд.
Там был очень громкий звук. Как будто ты, я не знаю, просто взял тряпочку и натираешь этот микрофон прям.
Настя дрочит. Стопудово. Зуб даю.
Все. По-моему, Захар случайно.
Что-то пить, я честно нихуя, я сейчас пиздил со Скоромыча и нихуя не понял, на какой хуй нужна эта летающая пизда, которую нам дала, блядь, на себе. Что она делает?
Где-то собирать кристальчики, там копится энергия. На первом
А во
этапе
второй
там у тебя
фазе?
кнопочки. А во второй фазе ты накапливаешь энергию, потом себе на R2 надо быстро.
Мне вообще не было, блядь.
The data collection
А
is
когда
almost
там
complete.
эти механизмы появляются,
Do you
типа
know
начинают
how
кастовать
many
огромную
times
планету,
you've
чтобы
tried to
тебя
take my
уронить.
gnosis
Ну,
from
если
me?
эти механизмы сломать, те, которые летают, надо лучникам подстрелить. Там главное элементальный урон нанести любой, типа, как сломать. То есть собираешься ноги и хуяришь по нему.
We
Вот
just
матрица
concluded the
была.
168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
Ой,
The power of dreams.
девочки, раз,
When did you use it on me?
Ой, все, как отлично.
Да, что-то ничего.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that
Это
happened just
Никитка
now to the
бафает
people of Sumeru in
ГГшку.
the form of
Сейчас
knowledge.
бафнет, блядь, и...
Кого ЛГБТшку?
To help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Блять. Дотянулся, пиздец, старый стал, блять.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your
Понятно,
disposal.
бафнули. Теперь под бафами, блядь, пиздим его.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
Что? Она меня мудрецом назвала? Первый мудрец. Какой-то бугер. Это я, типа?
am the all-knowing
О, ну сюда.
God.
Правильно, естественно.
Burn to oblivion! Keep up.
О!
Illusion shattered.
Ты видела, что там меня рисуешь, пиздел, фиг?
Inazuma shines eternal.
I'll uproot you. One with the forest.
Это просто весело.
Reality.
Медведева обосрал, Путин обосрал.
Pain.
Solidify!
Ладно, буду.
Gather!
I see everything.
Burn to
Знаешь, глядя на него,
oblivion.
кажется, шейк, смотришь, блядь. Алло, блядь, это еще что за хуйня?
Kneel.
Алло. Я ничего не покупаю.
Stabilize!
Ну, наверное, да. Может быть, ну, типа,
Yes, the Temple of Wisdom.
происходит нахуй? Непонятно.
Your new god awakens!
Заел.
Your eyes have been opened.
Понимаешь, вот выходишь такой курить. Да, ты как думаешь, блядь, ну Саня, ну, наверное, надо тогда начать какой-то план, что ли, хотя бы разрабатывать, блядь, хотя бы что-то думать, потом смотришь, блядь, какие варианты. И все, и на этом ты стопоришь.
Solidify! Surrender!
Говоря, просто вафель. Пойдем серик. А, не пойдем.
Nothing to
Играю,
fear.
у меня мозг активируется, я начну думать, и тогда возможно.
Come at the farce. Reality is pain.
Ты?
Stabilize.
Я просто подожди.
Там немножечко... Там... До одного персонажа.
Burn to oblivion.
Персонажи всегда сексуализированы. Overwatch там, теперь там каких-то сюжетов. Короче, один раз просто взяли
Humans. Filthy humans.
Мужики в комментариях такие: нельзя так делать. Вы что делаете?
А это обратная сторона феминизма, которая вот кричала, что нельзя женщин сексуализировать. Вот, пожалуйста. Получите и распишитесь, блядь.
Самое смешное, что они не перестали сексуализировать женских персонажей.
Да, ну это понятно. Понятно, что идеал не будут переставать сексуализировать. Ну, блядь, не, я понимаю, конечно, что найдется много людей, которые будут дрочить на жирных темах там и так далее, ну, типа, которые вот сидят и кричат, что не надо сексуализировать женщин, да? Которые выглядят красиво, у которых интересные формы, там, но, блядь, да, мне очень нравится цитата, которую сказал Поперечный, типа, разве это неправильно, когда мы превозносим людей, которые стараются над своими формами, блядь, типа, ну, они работают, типа, вот день и ночь, типа,
это сложная тема, смотря как ты превозносишь, если это свести же, блядь, вслед, то это...
Ну, типа, нет, что ты, ну, что оно у тебя глаз радует, блядь, типа, вот я о чем.
Нет, я вот сейчас именно про персонажа, не про
We may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukadevata.
В видеоиграх всегда женских персонажей, что такое, всем было плохо. Один раз, блядь, мужского персонажа решили, типа, там прям, понимаешь, у меня
This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Плюс, у меня есть особый раскинок на маски, типа, как вот, типа, там, Майкл, там еще был какой-то персонаж, как с маской, прям вообще, мне очень нравится. И этот персонаж, я прям такая, блядь, хочу в колду. Знаешь, сколько сейчас колда вот эта новая стоит, которая $100, блядь? Это что такое?
Yes,
Там
that is our
жалуются, что
destination.
она сначала стоила
But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukadevata to be as polluted as this.
или $80. И потом в какой-то момент просто повысили цену до сотки.
Я на самом деле даже не понимаю за что.
It seems you know about the
Просто
concept
Та же
that
самая
even
батла,
idol
блядь,
can...
которую недавно выпустили, ну, чуть улучшенной графикой, ну... Бля, ну это, в принципе, проблема каждой части новой серии, точнее, каждой новой части серии игр Call of Duty, блядь. Ну, потому что, что это за бред, блядь?
King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself...
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukadevata, And it's also been a...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration. I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment. Don't worry. It should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling toward.
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Enshroud!
There is no escape!
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see.
Gather!
Shine down!
I will have order.
I'll uproot you.
Surrender! Nowhere to run!
Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Solidified!
Illusion shattered!
Order guide you!
Let's nip that in the bud. Keep up. Enshroud!
Through me, justice is served!
Can't see. I'll uproot you.
Stabilize! I will have order! Judgment is upon you. Stand condemned!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right...
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took otherwise. I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkad, but...
Is that...
Алло.
She looks
Мамка
exactly
кошмарит.
like me.
Ну-ка, телефон
Are
покупается.
you Greater Lord
Что покупает?
Rukkhadevata?
Телефон
Yes, that's
мелкий.
me. Are you
Зачем?
surprised by my
День
appearance?
рождения сегодня, она свой разъебала уж хоть знает когда.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were
Что
years
могу
ago.
сказать?
But this is just a realm of consciousness.
А какой покупает?
Да там Samsung какой-то из бюджетной линейки.
We are
Говорит, ну ты же
manifestations of the
шаришь,
same
типа, я говорю,
nature.
ну, блядь, ну, мам, ну это бюджетная
That's why we would
линейка. Кому
appear
нахуй она
exactly the
всралась, блядь?
same.
Детям только разве что, и все.
We're...
Because you are me, and I am you.
Вилсакома, блядь, нахуй, только вот, реально, вот, блядь,
You
детям и
are me in the
Вилсакому.
new samsara.
Кому?
The new
Right?
samsara?
As Greater Lord
Не
Rukkhadevata,
слышу нифига.
I'm the
Я
avatar of
говорю, кому?
Irminsul,
Кому?
and
Вилсакому,
you are the...
Вилсакому. Не знаешь, кто
Imagine
это?
it this way.
Не.
Even if a
Ну, это
tree
типа
dies,
наш этот,
its
как его,
branches will eventually
обозреватель
take root
техники,
and
блядь.
grow.
Дрочит на яблоко и
Continuing, I'm merely the
хуесосит
remaining
всю
consciousness of Greater Lord
андроидовскую продукцию.
Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long
Не, как
time ago.
хуесосит, даже так смотри. Он типа делает обзор, ему забашляют за обзор. Он типа, блядь, так он мне понравился, мем вот этот ходил,
Judging
может,
from your
слышала.
appearance,
А
I've
потом,
probably been
короче,
dead for 500
проходит 2
years.
месяца, он такой, ну, блядь, не
But
все
you're
так
finally
гладко,
here.
ребята, как
My
хотелось
self
бы.
in the samsara.
Отпиздили, блядь! Да ёпта, что вам надо?
This is true. Then am I going to be a great archon?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
Я прошлый телефон дожил, блядь.
That's a great insight. Yes, very good.
Уже пятый год
It's
нормально
also
работал.
precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you.
А,
Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired
ну
was
я
in
тебя вырежу
fact
сейчас с
myself in
балкона.
another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Ну, какую-нибудь стекляшку, да, хотелось бы, наверное, лучше бы
The
поставить.
feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch
Давай.
off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Классная бомба поставила, конечно.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see.
Пошел,
You're
атаки не
here seeking
помогают пробить
answers, right?
оборону
Everything
русских в
that
этом
day.
секторе. Ёбаный в рот,
Even the
блядь!
sky itself
Что
changed into a
происходит?
color like
Ёбнули.
this.
Блять, ты что так пугаешь?
At that time,
Да,
the
блядь, я
seven
там
were all summoned to the
такую
nation of Kandria.
пиар-компанию развернул в
Except
поддержку
for
этой
me.
сраной спецоперации, а
I
мне
had
просто
a more
взяли на лицо
important task.
фукан
I
положили,
had to
блядь.
protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul,
А чё так...
I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. And a form of truth. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were though it was selfish to do so. I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me and then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no.
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated.
Пауэрбанки, блядь,
And
еще.
there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So,
Сестра
I took
охуела
the
в край.
purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail all in hopes that you would come
Пауэрбанк
here
ей, блядь,
and remove
наушники
me
беспроводные.
and
Всю
my
хуйню
pollution
вообще решила
from
стрясти, блядь,
Irminsul
за раз.
forever.
Ну, сейчас...
Wait, no, I can't.
У нас сейчас очень популярный пауэрбанки.
So you realize what that implies? You are very... Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially would... But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. How can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel these are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
Блять, как же я сегодня орал с новости про зерновую сделку. Просто пиздец. У меня был нервный срыв на работе, блять. Я просто сижу, думаю, ебать, как легко вас шантажировать, чуваки. Думаю, ёб твою мать, блять. Достаточно просто не обращать на вас никакого внимания, блять. Все понятно, нахуй.
You've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Что там подорвали? Я просто особо не читала.
Корабли?
Да. Вроде там говорят, что какие-то типа...
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Террористы, это как, блядь, понятно. Я так и не понимаю, почему они так соскочили?
А потому что всем на них похуй просто стало в этой сделке. Они такие, нет, нет, мы все, мы участвуем, все дела. Они такие, типа, знаешь, для вида попрыгали, типа, вот идите нахуй, мы не дадим зерно таскать, блядь. В итоге Турция просто такая, да пошел ты в пизду, Путин, блядь. И спокойно себе продолжила это зерно таскать.
Ну да, кстати, после того, как они про это объявили, я видела, что поехали, типа, с нашего... От нас же, по сути, это зерно плывет.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from.
Я сочетаю, типа, несмотря... Вчера новость, несмотря на то, что, типа, они не хотят, мы, блядь, отправили там несколько...
Типа да, потому что там уже Турция подключилась. Ну а с НАТО воевать сейчас, ну вообще не вариант. С Украиной так обосраться, блядь, это просто пиздец. Какое там нахуй НАТО тогда, блядь?
fun. Weren't you there just now?
Да там и Турция одна только что стоит, блядь. У них же тоже там на вооружении наверняка дохуя всего есть. Мне кажется, Эрдоган еще сейчас очень сильно обижен на Вовку, блядь, из-за того, что он там титьки мнет, блядь, так сказать.
За что он обижен?
Как за что? Там же все выебываться начали сразу, как только Черноморский флот начали атаковывать. Что вот мы, мол, сейчас тут тоже, блядь, начнем воевать.
Что случилось? Иди ко мне. Иди на руки.
И Эрдогану тоже там кто-то пригрозил, блядь.
Все, успокойся, не надо гавкать, все хорошо. Все. Успокойся.
Писькой, так сказать.
Что ты нервничаешь? Все нормально.
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected. It doesn't have any effect. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually... I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observe the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom...
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. It can't be broken on a whim.
России снести?
В моем городе хотят снести. Нас всех заебало.
Indeed. It's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Типа, если бы Николаев не держался бы, и сюда бы зашли оккупировать, он бы, блядь, ему вот так вот просто дал бы все на лапу и все, оккупируйте, блядь, нас. Потому что у него, когда вот такое обосравшееся, представляешь, блядь.
You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The Academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
чтобы рассматривал, да, или что?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all.
Ну, правый сектор и
All
левый
right.
сектор, да.
That's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that electro-gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
Туда видосик какой-то.
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Я подумал, это краска, типа, а там прям платок какой-то.
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
А у нас охуенная жизнь. У нас жилищно-коммунальные услуги пытаются... заделать дырку в заборе, блядь, возле электричек, нахуй. А потом спустя 2-3 дня приезжают умельцы, блядь, с болгаркой спиливают нахуй там то, что они все заделали, блядь, чтобы людям было где ходить. Классно, да? Нет бы там переход нормально сделать? Не, мы просто там заварим нахуй эту дырку.
Филя, прекрати уже. Что случилось?
Поебень такая тупая, вообще не могу,
Что
блядь.
такое? Успокойся, у тебя нос горячий, кипяточный, хватит уже.
As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeria.
Давай что-то посмотрим. Давай взглянем правде в глаза.
But this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow harbingers.
В плане все хуёво в плане чего? Сериалов?
Да нет, вообще в целом, в жизни, в мире, в планете.
Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish? If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't... What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed...
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much.
Ну рыжий.
Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my way.
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this.
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom...
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's proper... Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be with negotiations. We've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Together! Okay. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now.
Филечка, иди сюда.
Come on, Trev. Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare for...
And Paimon bits, they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope, Paimon wanted to read the letter. Oh, it's from... We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cynos as heroes of Sumeru. Please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the...
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainar.
Good morning. How do you...
We feel much better. How...
I'm recovering well.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be...
It's fine. I'm not the Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I'll...
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Cyno got his...
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it.
Huh?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the
celebration.
Huh? But didn't Nilo say in her letter that they would celebrate Cyno? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type. You and Kale are both Cyno's close friends. Why don't you...
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand.
Ah, right!
You've recovered well. You may go, but...
Yay!
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything is already...
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests?
Oh, it'll be fine.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon!
Got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests have...
Huh?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But...
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all... You have no idea how happy I am to talk to...
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dance as having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such
Ooh, good idea.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler in Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be...
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rauman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Или поводи мне, сейчас я у этой...
Okay, got it. Let's go, traveler.
Она типа светом мне помогает на руке водить квадрат и на каждой грани типа делать вдох и выдох. И медленно выдохнуть по руке, по ладошке. Мне сегодня помогло, потому что думала, я, блядь, ёбну кого-то.
Я просто не могу, мне так же говорит, я вообще могу.
Чего?
Это вообще пиздец просто. Вот я не знаю, тут настолько человеку насрать просто на... Ой, блядь.
Что произошло, Димчик, рассказывай.
Короче, она мне позвонила, и, знаете, так незначай спрашиваю, типа... А во сколько, типа, ты уедешь? Она такая, к тебе на неделю, блядь. Я такая, в смысле, блядь? На неделю. Я, короче, говорю, ты говорила, ты приедешь на выходные, блядь. Такая, я передумала. Я такой, блядь, охуенно просто. И, короче, ну, я, типа, в шоке. И, типа, говорю, я типа, на это не рассчитывал. Она такая, а чего там такого? Ну, не, она не так, короче. Она такая, вот она мне вообще, вот я вообще в ахуе, она, блядь, прекрасно нахуй знает, блядь, либо она специально на это глаза закрывает, насколько мне тяжело, блядь, дается вот этот контакт, насколько мне, блядь, тяжело вообще с кем-то находиться в одном помещении.